Okay, you ready? Good evening. Welcome to your City Commission meeting. This is loud tonight. First item on the, sorry, you caught me off guard here. I'm echoing. We will begin the call to order with the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a silent meditation. Please turn off your cell phones.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First item on the agenda is old business, consideration of the previous meeting minutes. Anyone have any comments on the minutes or any changes? If not, do we have a motion?
Madam Mayor, I move that we approve November 28th and December 5th special meeting 2017.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting with Commissioner Weekly.
Aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Motion carried. Second consideration ordinance. Second consideration ordinance number 8064, Appendix F, Schedule of Fees.
Madam Mayor and Commission, these were just an adjustment to 3 fees. Nothing has changed since first reading, and it's before you tonight for final consideration.
Okay. Any issues or questions? If not, we need to have a roll call vote, so please begin voting with Commissioner Rainey.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Next item on the agenda, second consideration ordinance 8065, Section 2-28, Governing Body Salaries.
Madam Mayor and Commission, again, nothing has changed. This increases the governing body salary and also includes a $50 technology stipend for all commissioners.
Okay, this one is a roll call vote. Please begin voting, Commissioner Weekly.
Aye.
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 No. Okay, next item on the agenda, new business, citizen participation. Are there any citizens that would like to speak about anything that is not on the agenda tonight? No? It's seeing none. We'll move on. General items. Review of property on demolition list, 800 Miami.
Our city planner, Julie Hurley, will handle this item.
Thank you, Madam Mayor and Commissioners. Again, this is a review of the property at 800 Miami. On October 10th of this year, the City Commission reviewed a list of structures, including this one, to be placed on a list for possible demolition. At that time, property owners were directed to commence repairs within 10 days from that date. Since that review on October 10th, the owner of this property, MidFirst Bank, DBA Midland Mortgage, who owns the property, has made contact with staff and indicated their intent to repair the property. They have provided proof of funds that they have received from HUD to make the specific repairs that are needed, and they have signed a remediation agreement that was prepared by staff indicating that they will make the necessary repairs by March 1st of 2018. So tonight we are recommending that they be given an extension to March 1st of 2018 to make the necessary repairs to the property.
Okay, are there any questions?
Where's MidFirst Bank?
They're located in Oklahoma.
And a representative physically came up here and
No, we've not had physical contact with anybody who's been in our office. It's just been phone contact.
when did they contact you about getting this extension?
They've been in kind of sporadic, periodic contact since about September, I believe, October or August or September.
Have they pulled a building permit?
No permits have been pulled as of this date.
Did they, and I see the remediation agreement. Who was it that signed it?
It's a representative of the bank.
That was here, physically here?
No, it was, we sent them the remediation agreement, they signed and notarized and FedExed it back to us.
Okay. Well, I hope they do it, but I'm surprised. Bank looking at this property.
Yeah, but it's HUD money, it's not their money.
Well, but I can't even see them doing anything about it, but, yeah, they said they're gonna do it by March 1st, but we see some movement by March 1st, I'm willing to give them the 90 days.
Yeah, they had originally requested to be removed from the demo list, and it was our suggestion that we just go to March 1st because of the nature of all
Of
this.
course, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so is there any other questions or a motion?
Madam Mayor, I move that we keep the property at 800 Miami on the demolition list and review it again on March 1st, our first meeting in March 2018.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Weekly.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Next item on the agenda, public hearing to amend the 2017 budget.
Madam Mayor and Commission, our Finance Director will handle this, and I would request that the first action before Finance Director begins speaking is to open the public hearing.
Okay, we need a motion to open the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Rainey?
Aye.
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 All right. Meeting is open.
Madam Mayor and Commission, this is to propose a republication of the 2017 budget, increasing the expenditure authority to accommodate unanticipated expenditures for the Recreation Fund, the Street and Highway Fund, and the Hotel Tax Financing Fund. According to KSA 792929A, municipalities are authorized to amend budgets to spend money that is not in the original budget as long as it does involve levying additional taxes. In August of 2016, the 2017 budget was approved and adopted by the Commission, which established maximum expenditures for the funds and the amount of ad valorem taxes levied to provide funding for these expenditures. And according to Kansas statutes, funds cannot exceed those expenditure authorities without amending the budget. We published a notice of public hearing to amend the budget in the Leavenworth Times, and due to circumstances that are not anticipated when the 2017 budget was originally published, the above-mentioned funds need to have their expenditure authority amended. The Recreation Fund amendment would increase the 2017 expenditure authority by $72,000 to cover a higher than expected level for several issues, personnel costs and the catering activities, which have increased beyond what we anticipated. The revenues to cover those are included in the food service fees and room rentals. And there was also an increase in liquor tax receipts. The Street and Highway Fund, a proposed amendment, increases the expenditure authority by $338,682 to cover capital outlay for the 2nd Street Bridge project. The additional funding for this comes from a higher than expected state gas tax revenues of $26,000 and an unbudgeted receipt of $1 million of federal funds exchange reimbursements. The Hotel TIF Fund proposed increase comes from additional TIF tax revenues received and unbudgeted charges for services that need to be paid out. For the TIF Fund, whatever comes in is paid back out, so we have to be able to pay those out. And those are the only things that I had. If there's any questions.
Okay, so basically the income and expenses are
Yes.
washed. Right.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean we spent any extra money.
Right.
In
Make
most
that
cases,
clear.
we received extra money.
Got it.
But then we're paid out.
Okay. Make that clear. Any questions? Is there anyone from the public who would like to make a comment on this? If not, I would entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Rainey?
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Okay, next item, consider amendments to the 2017 budget.
Madam Mayor, I move that we accept the amendments to the 2017 budget as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Weekly?
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is consider cereal malt beverage licenses for 2018. Thank you.
City clerk will handle this item.
Madam Mayor and Commissioners, this is the request for the approval of the cereal malt beverage license for 2018, which will be effective January 1st. And the following have paid their applicable fees, and I'll just read through them very quickly. Abe's Place on 10th Avenue, Woody's Food Mart, Eisenhower Road, 7-Eleven on Metropolitan Avenue, Casey's Stores on Spruce, Eisenhower, and 4th, Dillon's on Eisenhower, Eddie's Grocery on Spruce, Family Bistro on Cherokee, Price Chopper on 4th Street, K7 Stop on 4th Street, Hometown Store on Broadway, the Little Bar on 10th Avenue, Murphy's USA on Eisenhower Road, Minute Mart on 4th Street, the Town Pub on Ottawa Street, Walgreens on 4th Street, and Walmart on 10th Avenue.
Okay.
Is that a complete list?
It is.
It seems that there should be more, but maybe not. Some of them have a liquor license.
Right.
So,
Correct.
yeah,
Some of them have a liquor
that's
license
different
instead of just a
than
CMV.
license.
Okay. Any other questions? If not, do we have a motion?
Madam Mayor, I move that we accept the grant for cereal malt beverages licenses for 2018 as presented.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Weekly?
Aye.
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 Okay. Motion carried. Next item is consider massage and tattoo business licenses for 2018.
This is the massage and a tattoo establishment business license for 2018, and all licenses have been paid. The police department and sanitation officer have approved the issuance of the license, and I will read through these quickly. Bella Vita Salon and Day Spa on 4th Street, Eden's Gate, 4th Street, Elemental Wellness Spa, Shawnee Street, Gail Reardon Therapeutic Massage, 4th Street, Healing Touch, 7th Street, Leavenworth Yoga Co-op, Delaware, Life Family Chiropractic on Delaware, Oriental Massage, 4th Street, Serenity Hair Design and Spa on Cherokee, Terry's Hair Loft, Delaware, Testament Tattoo, 5th Street, and Vision Salon and Spa on Shawnee.
Okay. Are there any questions regarding this list? If not, I have a motion.
Madam Mayor, I move that we approve the massage and tattoo business license for 2018 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Rainey?
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Next item on the agenda, consider commercial insurance renewal for 2018.
This is the approval for the city's commercial insurance package, which would be effective January 1st, 2018. The city's insurance broker, Riley Company, obtained the renewal quotes for One Beacon, the city's current insurance company, in the amount of $382,997. Last year, One Beacon offered a quote for 2017 for $372,065 with a 3-year rate guarantee. And you'll notice that the amount is higher, and the thing to remember there, or to note there, is it's the rate that's guaranteed, because of various things that have within items within the city are the amount of our budget, some additional equipment that we've obtained, various things like that, that has increased the amount, but the rate has stayed the same. So it's just those additional items within the insurance coverage.
Okay. Any other questions on our insurance? If not, do we have a motion?
Madam Mayor, I move that we approve the commercial insurance renewal as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Weekly?
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Next item on the agenda, consider capital improvement program 2018 to 2022.
Madam Mayor and Commission, at the November 21st City Commission meeting, I presented the 2018 to 22 5-year capital improvements plan for the city of Leavenworth. Just briefly, some highlights from that, although not maybe the largest ticket item costs, but some of the changes looking going forward is a continued shift of operational items out of the CIP. A big ticket item is Riverfront Community Center Stone Replacement Project. A reminder there that we're looking at a $500,000 grant to help, as well as $225,000 in state historic tax credits. That would be phase 4 and the final phase of that project that has really improved the look of the Riverfront Community Center. A roof for the Riverfront Community Center, the flat roof, not including the gymnasium or the pool. A Fire Station 1 HVAC replacement project, and then we continue with our GI bonds to improve city roads. There have been no other changes to the budget that was presented that night. I did want to speak briefly about Thornton Street. It was not included in the CIP. That was intentional, but since then staff has done quite a bit of work, and just briefly I'll go over that. At the time, I believe we may have stated that design plans had been completed for Thornton. That's not the case. We did a conceptual, which is far from design and actual construction design plans. And so in the meantime, we've contacted the firm that did the conceptual and had them put together a design scope fee that gives us an idea of what the project would cost in a timeline. We believe that the design phase itself, which would include full design, right-of-way, utility acquisition, and most likely some public meetings because of some options on what to do at Thornton and Shrine Park, or Thornton and Maple, is probably a 9-month process, give or take, depending on how utilities go and right-of-way goes and design goes. Therefore, I don't believe that if the commission chose to go forward with that project in February or March that we would actually lose any time. I don't think we could get anything started construction-wise till the spring of 2019.
Okay.
We could probably, if we did this in February or March, decided that that's the direction the commission wanted to go, we would look at bidding the project at the end of the year with full design, and then looking at starting in 2019. So I don't think we're going to lose any time, and we've done some work, so that'll be coming back to this body in probably 60 days to talk about if we want to go forward with that. And it would not have gone any faster had we included it in the CIP.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, I won't be on the commission then, but I'm glad you're looking at going through it. It's been many, many years going back. Yeah, I think, Commissioner Gritman actually introduced it to me because he took the route every day. Just needed and for safety, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long-needed project.
Okay. Any other comments or questions on this? If not, do I have a motion?
Madam Mayor, I move that we approve the CIP program 2018 through 2022 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please speak in voting. Commissioner Rainey.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Next item on the agenda, cancellation of the December 26th regular meeting.
Madam Mayor and Commission, given the timing of the second regular meeting in December, the day after Christmas, plus our ability to get everything that we needed to get accomplished by the end of the year done tonight, staff would recommend that the Commission cancel the December 26th meeting, which is a regular meeting, which then you have to take an official action to cancel.
Okay. Is there any questions regarding this? No. If not, do I have a motion?
Madam Mayor, I proudly move to cancel the
Proudly.
Let me
December 26th
let me
regular meeting.
So let me sadly second that.
Gratefully. All right, please begin voting, Commissioner Weekly.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Okay, next item on the agenda, Resolution B 2184, Planners 2 Tenant Write-Off Accounts.
Madam Mayor and Commission, sometimes once, sometimes twice a year, we bring to you what have been deemed uncollectible accounts from Planners 2. Usually somebody has moved out who is deceased. Doesn't mean that we won't continue to pursue these funds, but HUD requires that we write them off after a certain amount of time. So we're down to only 2 this time, which was good, but we request that you give us the authority to write off the 2 accounts as listed.
Okay. Any questions on these 2 accounts? They total about $350. If not, do I have a motion?
Madam Mayor, I move that we approve Resolution B 2184, the Planners 2 tenant write-offs account, as presented by staff.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Weekly?
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Bids, contracts, and agreements.
Oh, one more.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
12.
Number 12, Resolution B 2185, Planners 2 disposed assets.
Madam Mayor and Commission, very similar to the previous action, HUD requires that the city or the housing authority delete from the property, any property from the asset inventory list that was disposed of in the previous year. This year, there were 5 items included in your packet that have been replaced with more appropriate furniture. So we ask that you allow us to delete these from the asset inventory.
What happens to the old furniture?
If it's in good enough shape, then we advertise it in the paper. If it's not, then we throw it in the dumpster.
Got it. Okay. Any questions regarding this resolution? If not, do I have a motion?
Madam Mayor.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Madam Mayor, I move that we approve Resolution B 2185, Planners 2 disposal of assets.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Weekly?
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Okay, now bids, contracts, and agreements. Consider agreement with KDOT for Community Center Stone Restoration Phase 4.
We'll let our Public Works Director handle this item.
Thank you. Madam Mayor, Commissioners, this is an approval of a document that will go back to KDOT, basically indicating that the City Commission has budgeted funds for the Community Center Phase 4 project, which occurred with the approval of the CIP document. The final project at the Community Center will address the east and west corners at the end of the freight wing and of at the south end of the building and the women's wing at the north end, as well as the horizontal stonework, which includes the window sills and a few other pieces. The project is expected to be designed in 2018 and possibly be put out for bid in 2018, so there's some lead time to manufacture the stones, and construction would begin in 2019, possibly be complete in 2019. It may, however, extend into 2020. If the Commission chooses to do so, we recommend approval of the City Commission approve the programming request from KDOT for this project. Ultimately, the project works out that the city may invest about $454,000 in a $1.5 million project to complete the building restoration.
Okay, any more questions? Any questions on this? If not, do we have a motion?
Madam Mayor, I move that we approve the agreement with KDOT for the Community Center Stone Restoration Phase 4.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting with Commissioner Rainey.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Okay, next item is consider change orders for 2nd Street over 3 Mile Creek contract with LG Barkus and Sons.
Once again, Mike McDonald.
Thank you, sir. Madam Mayor, Commissioners, this is closing up the loose ends remaining from construction of 2nd Street Bridge. There are 4 items that we have identified and are calling change order number 1. The entire project was a $1.5 million project, and the total of these 4 items is $48,000. It's a fairly good percentage, particularly since some of the items were identified by staff and added to the project. The first 2 items relate to pile driving. The soil borings that were done did not identify for part of the pile driving process that there was an intermediate ledge of rock that was much higher than anticipated. And as a consequence, we had to change the construction method of that group of piling that was being interfered with by that rock ledge, where we had to drill through that so the piles could be then driven to the correct depth. And as part of that, there's what they call a PDA, or pile driving assessment, where they hook a computer up to the pile and make sure that the pile driving process doesn't damage the piling or damage the underlying rock. Uh, Basically, it makes it a more efficient and economical, reliable way of pile driving than the old-fashioned eyeball method. The cost of those two items, 1 and 2, is about $32,000. In addition, staff identified that a retaining wall would prevent erosion from occurring adjacent to the site on the southeast corner of the bridge, and we approved that the contractor would construct that wall as part of the project. That was about $16,000. And when we were all done, we realized that the curbing that was being replaced as part of the project matched up with some really ugly curbing adjacent to it, and we approved that they would extend their curbing replacement a little bit further to make the project look better when we were done. As a consequence, the total amount of change order 1 is $48,045.43, and we recommend the City Commission approve that.
Okay. It looks like the extra work was warranted, so any questions or concerns on this?
No.
If not, I would entertain a motion.
Madam Mayor, I move that we approve the change order for the 2nd Street over 3 Mile Creek contract with LG Barkus and Sons.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting with Commissioner Rainey.
Aye.
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 Motion carried.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next item is the consent agenda.
Madam Mayor and Commission, for your approval, I move claims for November 24th, 2017 through December 8th, 2017 in the amount of $1,728,569.45. The net amount for longevity pay effective December 1st, 2017 in the amount of $45,241.11, and pay number 25 effective December 8, 2017 in the amount of $316,024.48. There's no police and fire pension at this time.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Weekly.
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Okay, other items. Next item is presentation to outgoing commissioners. I'll do that up at the podium. Okay, should I have them both come here? Okay, with Charles Rainey and Lisa Weekly, Commissioners of the City of Leavenworth, please come and stand by me. Okay, Charles. The key to the City of Leavenworth, Kansas, given in recognition of outstanding service as City Commissioner for the City of Leavenworth, Kansas, to Commissioner Charles Rainey. April 7, 2015 through January 8, 2018, presented by the Leavenworth City Commission. Get a picture here. Okay. Would you like to say a few words, sir?
You know me, I'm not one for doing a lot of talking. I'll just say that it has been an honor and a pleasure to serve the citizens of Leavenworth and to represent them. It's been an honor and pleasure to work with all the fellow commissioners and the staff. I could not have asked for a better staff to work with. Leavenworth is very much in good hands with all the staff members we have and the people leading our positions. And it has been a pleasure and an honor, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's been an honor to have you. Next, Commissioner Lisa Weekly. I would like to present you the key to the City of Leavenworth, given in recognition of outstanding service as City Commissioner for the City of Leavenworth, Kansas for over 12 years. And we do appreciate your longstanding service. Presented to Commissioner Lisa Weekly, April 9, 2013 through this term through January 8, 2018. Presented by the Leavenworth City Commission. And she refused a plaque, so that's why we're doing this. You can talk.
I did. And this is for the benefit of Carla. She didn't want it to reflect upon her, but I did. I told I have many plaques. I have a box full of them, and I don't particularly like them. So they were gracious enough to comply with my request. And I do just have a brief thank you, some brief thank yous to share. Again, it has been an honor and a privilege to serve the city of Leavenworth. And over time, I've had some amazing experiences, and I've gotten to work with many wonderful people within this community over my 12 years of service. I'd like to thank my fellow commissioners here and over the years working with you. We've made many improvements and accomplishments in this community that I'm very proud of. And we've done many things to improve this community, and I'll be ever grateful for that. Thank you also to the city staff who also that are here and I've worked with over the years. I owe you a very sincere debt of gratitude. You've always been supportive and helpful and made me look good even when sometimes I didn't. And then finally, thank you to the citizens of Leavenworth for your support and confidence in allowing me to serve this city. Thank you.
Okay, next item on the agenda, we need to adjourn for executive session.
How long do we need on the first
I
one?
was just thinking about that.
Probably 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes would be good.
Madam Mayor, I move that we go into executive session for the purpose of consultation with our attorney for the public body or and which is deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship exception per KSA 75-4319, subchapter B2. And then we return to this room at 7:44.
Carla has
And can you please state that it's to discuss previous real estate contract?
I didn't say that.
No, it doesn't.
To what? To discuss real estate?
Oh, it's in here, sorry.
Yeah.
I was reading it from here, I was too, sorry.
Oh, okay. To discuss, I'm sorry, the real estate contract?
Yes.
In the purpose of this meeting, in addition to what I've already stated, is to discuss a real estate contract when we return to this room at, let's call it 8:45 at that clock.
Is there a second?
Actually.
It's been moved and seconded, please begin voting. Commissioner Weekly?
Aye.
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 Okay, we are adjourned to executive session.
Relationship exception for Kansas State Statute 75-4319B, 2, to discuss previous real estate contract, the open meeting to resume in the city commission chambers at 8:45,
Se-
7:45 by that clock.
7:45
City manager Paul Kramer, city attorney Tom Dawson are requested to be present in executive session.
Thank you. Second. Oh, please vote.
We voted?
She voted.
Aye.
Please vote aye. Okay, where is it? All right, now we are.
constitutions out of the goodness of their heart will write off their debt.
I'm trying to think of the older lady.
Yeah, she was really good with Sister.
She wasn't good.
But
Everybody is starting.
I remember Sister, whatever.
I know.
Nancy, she was on top of it all the time. Yeah. But, if I remember, I think that's the concern we had. They were even in financial trouble back then on the house. Yeah, it's too bad. Carla? I brought back my CIP book
Okay,
too.
all right. Okay. We need to go into executive session.
We need to come out of the last one.
We do it, okay. We can have a motion to come out of
No, we
the,
don't know.
Just say that
No.
we're
I thought you
back
didn't
in
think
open
so.
session.
okay, we're still in, okay, we're
I don't
back.
have to go to this one.
We don't have to have a motion to come back. Okay, we need to have another executive session regarding personal matters of non-elected personnel.
Madam Mayor, I move that we go into executive session, that the City Commission recesses into executive session to discuss the annual performance review of the city manager pursuant to the non-elected personnel matter, exception KSA 75-4319B, the open meeting to resume in the commission chambers at, how much time do we need?
10 minutes? 15? 10?
You were involved in it before, what do you think?
Yeah, I think probably 10 minutes would be enough.
10 minutes. To resume in the commission chambers at, let's see, 7:55 by the clock in the city commission chamber.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Rainey.
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
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 Motion carried.
Sorry, I thought everybody, yeah, almost got you. Thought everybody was past me.
Okay. Now we need to close the executive session and come back into, we don't need to do anything else now, right?
You just
state
need
that
a
we're back
motion to
in open
adjourn?
session. Okay, we are back in open session. Thank you very much. Okay, last item on the agenda. I move to approve a 1.5 salary increase effective December 18, 2017 for the city manager.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Rainey.
Aye.
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 Okay. Motion carried. Any other business this evening?
Just one item, if
Yes, sir.
whenever the commission's done. Along with the meeting on the 26th, which we have to officially cancel, right now we don't have any plans for the study session on the 19th or January 2nd. So the next city commission meeting, barring us needing to call a special meeting at some point, would be Tuesday, January 9th.
Okay.
What about Monday?
And that's a regular meeting.
And.
So we're meeting on the
Swearing
swearing in.
in.
Swearing in will be, yeah, by state statute, we will swear in the new commissioners on Monday, January 8th.
Does that have to be in a meeting setting? So
Yes, we will publicize it.
So we all have to be.
Well, we need 3 to open the meeting.
And what time?
4
4
o'clock.
o'clock.
Thank you. I didn't hear it.
Okay, 4 o'clock on the 8th.
Okay. So since we won't see anybody until after Christmas, I'd just like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Same to you all. I hope.
Thank you.
I think those are sentiments from everybody. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Is there anything else for this evening? If-
I'm sorry, I've got one housekeeping issue. I'm serving on the Community Relations Board for Providence Hospital, and I informed them today that I would no longer be able to do that, so they'll either be contacting you or
Okay.
Mr. Kramer for
Sounds good.
a new appointment.
Okay. All right. Anything else? If not, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please begin voting. Commissioner Weekly.
Aye.
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 All right.
Aye.
We are adjourned.